Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a beautiful class working on the spine, creating some space, loosening up some tensions, and making ourselves feel much better. We have Jodi with us today. She's back on the mat, so we're gonna have a great class. And for today's class, all you're gonna need is a bolster, so have it nearby, and your yoga mat. So we're gonna start right away today. Going into our first asana, we're going to turn around and making our way down to our backs. And then with our feet on the floor, we're going to lift up our hips, placing the bolster underneath our spine, the bottom of our sacral bone here, right on your glutes. And then we're going to extend our legs in front of us, just like this. And we're going to go with one big inhale. Exhale, we're going to bring the left knee in and we're going to hug it as we pull it closer towards our chest. So this is really good for the low back, to remove tightness in our hip flexors. And at the end of the day, the whole body is connected. So when we create space, we remove tension. So let's find stillness here, connecting with our breath. Deep inhales through the nose, deep exhales through the nose. So from here, we can release the left leg, extending it in front of us, bringing it back down to the floor. We're going to do one big inhale here. Exhale, bringing the right knee in, hugging it, pulling it towards your head and chest, and feeling that nice stretch in your low back and hip flexors here. And we can release the right knee, extending that right leg in front of us. Can take a moment here to take a few breaths. And bringing our feet back on the floor, 90-degree angles with our knees. We're going to lift our hips up and placing the bolster aside. You can place the bolster on your right side or the left side like Jodi. We're going to use it for support. Going into cat, pulling it still. So the left leg's going to go up and straight in the air. For Jodi, it's going to be the right leg. And then from here, we're going to allow that left leg or right leg to go all the way down to the bolster here. So you're going into a twist for the spine. Now, you're going to use your left hand to grab the right foot here. Or if you're like Jodi, it's going to be the right hand grabbing the left foot. And we're going to pull on it. So basically, you're going into a nice twist here. You're going to feel a lot of pulling and different sensations in your hips and your groin and your low back. So just roll with it, reconnect with your breath, and try to keep both shoulder blades firmly planted on the floor as you look up towards the ceiling. If you want, you can use the free hand to place it just on the thigh of the extended leg for support. That helps to find stillness into the posture. And from here we can release the right leg, the right ankle here, extending that leg in front of us. We can bring that left leg back to center, realigning our hips. And with the knees 90-degree angle with the feet firmly planted on the floor, we're just going to do a windshield wiper motion, moving our hips side to side. You might feel some cracking and popping in your low back. That's totally normal. We're just creating space. Things are moving around, and it feels amazing. Now from here, Jodi and I are just going to shift ourselves a little bit off to the mat here because we're close to the wall. We're going to be placing the bolster on the other side for support. And then the right leg's going to go up in the air, taking one big inhale. Exhale, allowing that right leg to go to the left side. And then from here, with the right hand, we're going to grab the left foot, pulling it towards ourselves. And then the free hand, which is my left hand, is going to go on top of my right thigh here for support. And then firmly planting my shoulder blades back onto the floor. So again, that feels really amazing. We are working on a lot of things here at once. It's a very beneficial asana. And we can release that left leg, bringing back our hips to center, realigning our spine with our upper body. And then slowly moving our legs here and hips left to right, giving your low back a nice massage. And when you're ready, we can slowly make our way into our knees here. So just take your time here, move your bolster aside. So we're gonna go into all fours here. And then we're gonna walk our hands a little forward this time. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be doing an exaggerated cat and cow. So we're gonna curve our spine, shooting our hips forward, looking up, just like this, hips all the way down. Exhale, chin to chest, pushing through our hands, rounding the spine, but then moving the hips back into a nice stretch here. So again, an exaggerated cat and cow. Inhale, moving forward, curving the spine, hips all the way down. Exhale, chin to chest, rounding the spine, moving the hips back, lengthening through the arms and upper body here. Inhale, moving forward, hips down, looking up, curving the spine. Exhale, chin to chest, hips back. And we can slowly come back to the center here. And then I'm going to invite you to lower your hips down onto the floor, aligning your elbows with your shoulders here. We're going to be going into Sphinx pose. So legs straight behind, toes untucked. Closing your eyes, looking up, enjoying how that feels. So from here, we're just going to push ourselves through the left hand, rolling on to the right hips here. Just navigating our spine here, how this feels. Then hips back to center, pushing through the left, the right hand here, going off to our side. So that feels good for the side of our body here, for the spine. And then from here, we're going to bring the right leg in front of the left one like this. And with our left forearm here, we're going to push ourselves up. So we're going into a nice side body stretch. The right hand can go just resting on top of the right knee. So just working on the side of our body here, at the spine as well. You can close your eyes and just see how that feels for you as you connect with your breath. So from here, we're just going to move the right foot forward a little bit, and then bringing that left knee in front of that leg, and then the right leg 90-degree angle towards the back into deer pose like this. So the left leg is making a 90-degree angle along the edges of your mat. The right leg makes a 90-degree angle towards the back. And we're going to go into twisted deer pose. So pushing yourself up here, placing the bolster on the side of your left hip or right hip if you're like Jodi. I'm going to take one big inhale. Exhale, we're going to turn our body facing the bolster. Inhale again. Exhale, lowering ourselves down and hugging the bolster. You can move your head to the side. And again, that should feel wonderful in your spine, creating more space, bringing some fresh oxygen and blood through your discs. And we can slowly push ourselves up, moving the bolster aside here. And then opening up that right knee, we're just going to bring the left leg underneath and then turning back down, facing the mat, lowering ourselves down on our stomach. We can flare our elbows out, bringing our forehead to rest at the back of our hands here. Taking a few breaths to just enjoy how this relaxation feels. And when you're ready, you can place your elbows back in line with your shoulders. And we're going to roll on our right hips here, pushing through the left hand. And from here, the left leg's going to come in front of the right one, pushing ourselves up through the forearm. And then the left hand can rest on top of the left knee, or you can hug it, whatever feels good. Just going into a nice side body stretch here. So from here, we can move the left foot forward a little bit, creating some space to bring that right knee and leg to a 90-degree angle towards the front of our mat. Then the left leg comes back to a 90-degree angle here. And then you can take your bolster, bring it to the bottom or the base of the right hip here, pushing yourself up. Big inhale. Exhale, turning, facing the bolster. Inhale. Exhale, lowering yourselves down, hugging it, and then just enjoying that nice stretch in your spine again. And from here we can push ourselves up very slowly. We can move the bolster aside. And then we can push ourselves up, making some space to realign our knees onto the mat here, sitting down on our heels. You can place the bolster sideways in front of you. And we're just going to bring the knees to the edges of our yoga mat, touching our big toes together behind our glutes, sitting down on our heels. We're going to take one big inhale here. Exhale. We're going to walk our hands forward and we're going to land our forearms right onto the bolster, stretching the upper back as we bring our forehead to rest onto the floor. Trying to keep our glutes in contact with our heels here. You don't want to move forward, you just want to stretch your spine. So let's reconnect with our breath here. And we can push ourselves back up, walking our hands back, closing our knees. And I'm going to invite you to just come to the center of your mat, sitting on your bolster, crossing your legs in front of you, just getting comfortable here. Hands on the knees. And we're going to be chanting the Om sound 3 times before closing the class today. So let's close our eyes, drop our shoulder blades down. I'm going to take one big inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, And you can open your eyes slowly. So hands at the heart. I hope you enjoyed this class. Thanks for joining us. I hope your spine felt much better. You feel much more open and ready to tackle the day. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already, and you can always do a donation to my PayPal account to show your support anytime you want. Any amount at your own will. So until next time, guys, it was our pleasure. Big inhale. Exhale, namaste. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.